Hi everyone, I'm Nathan with the eBookreader.com. For this video I'm going to do a comparison between the Kindle Voyage here on the right and then the basic entry-level Kindle here on the left that costs $79. So quite a big price difference between these two guys, but there's not a whole lot of features difference. In fact, the software is like basically exactly the same, so the extra $120 you're spending for the upgraded Voyage is basically all hardware upgrades, better screen, you got the page sensor buttons, and you've got the adjustive front light, and it's also got the front light. This one does not have a front light, so you got the upgraded hardware with the Voyage, and then the entry-level Kindle. I mean, it has the same exact software, it's just that the hardware is a little watered down. So I got them both here in the direct sunlight coming through, just so you guys can get a good look at the screen differences. The font sizes between the two are just a little bit different. Even though they're set on the same setting, it's a little bit smaller on the Voyage, just the way that everything scales out with the higher resolution 300 ppi screen. So the regular Kindle over here has the 167 pixels per inch, so it's almost double on the Voyage. It's not a huge difference, but I mean, for some people it's just definitely worth the upgrade. So let's go ahead and compare some of these font sizes. I'll just show you a little bit bigger fonts here so we can just sort of look at how they compare on the screen. But the way that it usually works is stuff's usually a little bit smaller on the Voyage with the higher resolution screen. The text is usually a little bit narrower, a little bit higher. With the high resolution it's clearer, and then it is on the entry-level Kindle, which, as you can see, let's go ahead and bring these up closer and see if we can get a little bit closer look here. So on the entry-level Kindle, text is a little bit bolder the way it renders than it does on the Kindle Voyage. Again, they're very close, but the Kindle Voyage just has the sharper fonts and clearer screen, but the entry-level Kindle just has a little bit slightly darker fonts, and they're just a little bit bigger the way they scale on the screen. Okay, so the sun's moving behind a cloud. Let's go ahead and talk about the hardware differences. Like I was saying, that's the only real thing that separates these two devices. So the Kindle Voyage, we've got the page press sensors here on the side. You can adjust the pressure used to press them to turn pages, and then we've also got the front light, so you can read at night instead of being all dark like that one. We got a light to illuminate the screen, and it automatically adjusts. You can also adjust it yourself. So yeah, the Voyage is also a lot thinner and just sort of like a streamlined version. It's got this nicer quality material than the entry-level Kindle here, it's just really sort of like a slab of plastic, and it's really kind of thick. It's got the infrared touchscreen, whereas the Voyage has the capacitive touchscreen. They both support pinch zooming, but the main difference is like it has this recessed area for the infrared sensors on the entry-level Kindle. And so the page buttons down, or the power buttons down here on the bottom, and on the Voyage it's on the back. So like on the back of this device it's just plastic, whereas the Voyage, take it out of the case here, as you can see, it sort of has this rubbery coating, and then there's that power button right there. Yeah, it's a lot thinner. It just feels a lot thinner, just the way the edges taper down. So I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details with this review because I've already reviewed the features for each of these in depth. I compared each of them to the Kindle Paperwhite. Just wanted to talk quickly about the differences in hardware. The devices had the exact same software. You don't get a faster processor or anything with the Voyage. So I mean, page turns are the same. You got the same pinch zooming, like I said, with both devices. They got different touchscreen, but they have the same features with the pinch zooming. And we've also got, I mean, everything is just the same layout. The only difference with the Voyage is that it has a couple additional settings in the menu for the page buttons and the light. So I mean, that's the only difference as far as software goes. They're going to load books the same speed, they turn pages the same speed, they both have the same on-screen notes and highlights, and you can also do the social network sharing. You got the dictionary lookup, the Wikipedia. So I'm not going to show all that stuff because I showed them in the main review. I just wanted to illustrate that all that stuff works the same on both of these devices. There really isn't any difference from a software perspective. It's all just hardware differences is what it all comes down to. So here's a quick look at a map on each device. I mean, they don't look any different in my opinion. Kindle Voyage's blacks are a little bit darker. Fine details are a little sharper, but it's not like it's any easier to read the text or anything. It's just one of those deals. The high resolution screens, kind of, in my opinion, are just a little bit overrated. You can still get the same sort of reading experience with the lower resolution on this device, but one thing that isn't overrated is the front light. Front lights really do make a big difference when there's low lighting conditions like this. This is obviously a lot more like a paper book. You need external light or a lamp. For the Voyage, you got the front light that's fully adjustable, and you got the different settings for that. So obviously that makes the screen background look a lot wider than it does on the regular e-ink screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video right here. Check out the ebookreader.com for additional information, or the eBook Reader YouTube channel for full reviews on these devices. You guys have a good day, and thank you for watching.